with these two fabrics, I'm going to make a shirt. Hey, I'm back with another one, guys. I know, where's Ashley been? I know life has been moving as it always does, and when life moves, guys, I get a bit overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed really quickly. So that's just all that's happened. But I haven't disappeared completely. I'm here, okay? And I've got a good one. I'm excited for this one. Coming out with a series, stepping in to my dream job before hitting 30. Yeah. And for those of you that don't know what my dream job actually is, it is to become a fashion designer. Okay? Your girl wants to become a well-known fashion designer. All right, I've had enough. I've put it off for long enough now. Enough is enough. It's God's timing. He's telling me to do it right now. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right now. So basically what I've decided is that every single day, anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour every single day, I am going to do something towards stepping into my dream job. Now, for those of you who are going to be like, 45 minutes to an hour isn't a long time, guys, I know, but it's only basically going to be for the first week or 2 weeks. And the reason why I'm breaking it down like that, I don't want to rush into the process. And I do have to bear in mind that we still are a content creation family, which it is extremely busy at the moment, like very, very busy. So I need to bear that in mind. I also need to bear in mind that I'm a mother of two. I've got a 14-year-old boy, which is a teenager. Yeah. A headache. Yeah. And then I've also got a 2 soon to be 3-year-old. Yeah. Another headache. Yeah. I love my kids, absolutely love them. But guys, motherhood has me by the neck recently. Honestly, it really does, but it's fine. It's okay. They love me. I love them. I know. So yeah, I have to bear that in mind. And I also have to bear in mind that I've got other goals that I'm trying to work on. And I've got other things that I'm working on in the background as well. So that's why I've set out to only be 45 minutes to an hour each day. And then once I've got like the hang of things and I know exactly what I'm doing and I've learned enough over the next 2 weeks, I then bump it up to a couple hours a day until I slowly get, or until I finally reach at a comfortable position, shall I say, where I'm like, I'm a fashion designer. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make that. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make that. That's basically the point that I want to get to. And I want to do it all before I'm 40. Ashley. All before I'm 30. I've got ages until I'm 30, but I'm just saying that in it because by 30, I want to have everything together. You get me? So yeah, that's kind of where my mindset's at. And I basically want to bring you guys on the journey with me because I'm going to create a series and show you guys what I'm basically doing every single day to step into that dream job. And can I just confirm, I'm saying dream job, I will be self-employed. Like I won't do it to then, I don't know, go and work for somebody. I will work for myself. So yeah, this is what this series is about. And I'm doing this series because I think a lot of people are, I don't want to necessarily say doing something that they don't love, but they're probably not doing their dream job. And that's because of loads of different reasons. You know, it's risky, isn't it? It's risky to do it. Mothers, you know, it's not easy. Once you are a mother, you've got this extra pressure already. You just want to make as much money as possible in order for you to be in a comfortable position. So sometimes jumping into your dream job, obviously you're not making money straight away from it. So I get it. Some people also don't do it because of stability as well, or they just might be comfortable where they are. But sometimes being comfortable isn't always the best for you. Like you're just comfortable, but you know you want to reach here. So you have to get out of that comfort zone and you have to do things that make you uncomfortable in order for you to get here. So yeah, I'm doing this series because I want some of you guys to basically come on this journey with me as well. And I want to use this to inspire, motivate and encourage you guys to do your goddamn thing. You know, do what you want to do. Okay. And I truly believe that God has placed me on this world for many reasons. But one of them is to become a fashion designer. I think it's my true thing, my true destiny, you see. This is what this series is going to be about. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, like come along with me really. So today is day one. Today I have decided that I need to go and get a few things. Like, for example, I need some new equipment. And for those of you like new equipment, I already have a sewing machine. And once upon a time, I contemplated doing this journey before. So there's certain things that I've already got, but a lot of it is in my garage, which I need to go and get. And my sewing machine, I'm currently staring at it on the left hand side here. So yeah, but there's just a few things that I don't know where they are, so I'm going to go and purchase some new ones. I'm trying to keep it cheap and cheerful. I don't want to do too much because this is basically going to be my starter kit, so I'm not going to be spending a lot of money. Just bear that in mind, okay? I'm going to try and keep it cheap. So I've decided that I'm going to go to Hobbycraft to get some of these bits, because I don't know, I feel like Hobbycraft is quite fairly priced, so we'll start there. So yeah, come along with me basically. Oh yeah, also don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that you can obviously stay on track with these episodes, you know. So this is just episode 1, guys, bear that in mind, okay? So yeah, let's go. Okay, so before we actually get to Hobbycraft, let me let you in on what I actually need, okay, so that I can stay on track. So fabric shears, chalk, pencils, markers, okay? Ashley, you are going in for 4 things and 4 things only, okay? Stay on track, stay focused, do not get distracted. Will I get distracted? That's the question on everyone's lips, isn't it? Will I get distracted? Well, that house is nice. See, distracted already. All right, cool. See you guys soon. Okay, let's do a quick stop off at Pret really quickly so I can get almond croissant. That's what I feel for. So yeah, just quickly. Okay guys, so we're now home. I'm going to quickly show you the fabric that I got a couple of weeks ago at a shop called, I actually think it was called The Fabric Shop. Oh God, I can't remember now. Anyway, I went with my mum a couple of weeks ago. And like I mentioned, I did film it, but I just didn't like the way that the content came out. So that's fine. It's okay. We're going to still go ahead with how things are going now. And I'm going to quickly show you the fabric and yeah, we'll go from there. So stay there. Okay guys, so let's get straight into the fabrics we're going to be using, okay? So fabric number 1 is this. This is probably my favourite one out of the 3. As soon as I walked into the shop, guys, I was like, I want to work with that fabric. I don't know what I'm going to make. I didn't know what I was even really going to make until I saw this fabric. Yeah, at that point, when I saw this fabric, I didn't know what I was going to make. That makes more sense. But I saw it, loved it, picked it up. And when I picked it up, the worker in the shop here, the sales assistant, should I say, she was like, this fabric is amazing. And she felt as if like a lot of people didn't pick it up because they didn't know how to work with it. And the fact that I'm using this for my first project is risque, but it's fine. Okay. Because I'm AT and I don't do nothing ordinary. So yeah, this is the first fabric. And I know I haven't told you guys yet what I'm making, but I'm going to show you all my fabrics first that I picked up. And then I'll talk about what I'm actually going to make. So fabric number 1. Then we have fabric number 2. Did you guys see it? You did, didn't you? Okay. Then this is fabric number 2, which is like, I wanted something contrasting to fabric number 1, basically. So I want something completely different, but something that I'm going to be able to put together. And I don't know, I just felt like I was going to be able to put these 2 together. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is literally just a plain black fabric, but I love the stiffness of this fabric. So for me, I have an idea to make something quite structured with it. I'm really hoping that that's how it goes. So yeah. Okay. So that's the three. That's the 3 fabrics. Now let me tell you guys what I'm actually gonna make. So get into a clear room, okay? Get into a clear mind. In my head, what I'm gonna make and what's gonna make sense and what's gonna work and be amazing is gonna be an oversized shirt with the first 2 fabrics, okay? So with these 2 fabrics, I'm gonna make a shirt. In my head, what I'm hoping for is that this will be the body of the shirt, okay? So the main part of the shirt, and this will be the sleeves. Now, the only thing is that both fabrics are slightly different in regards to this. I believe I can create something quite structured, whereas the heaviness of that fabric I think will drop slightly, which means that will it look silly if I've got like really structured sleeves and in the body kind of just drops? I don't want that. But I think it depends. I think it depends on like how I cut it and things like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like I can still get something quite structured out of the first fabric, which is basically like a denim. Okay. Then in regards to the black fabric, picture like jorts, okay? Because I'm really into jorts at the moment. So picture that length. So jorts come down to basically your shin. They're quite long shorts. I want to create long tailored shorts out of this fabric. Whether I'm going to pair the 2 pieces together or not, I'm still in like 2 minds of it. But I'm basically going to create 2 amazing pieces. And if I want to pair them together, I can. If I don't, I don't. You get it. You get it, don't you? So that is what I'm thinking. Now, in my head, I'm thinking like, what am I going to do in regards to trimmings? Like the buttons, the hooks and whatnot. I'm still in 2 minds about that. I don't actually know how I'm going to go about that. Because in my head, I wanted the buttons hidden on the shirt. I didn't want the buttons to be shown. I wanted it to be hidden. So basically like the shirt overlaps and the button is behind the flap, basically. That's what's in my head. Now, I say all of these things to also say that this is definitely my first project. Let me just say that one more time. So this could go, or it could go, yeah, you get it, don't you? So yeah, that's the fabrics that I'm working with. I don't even remember the actual names of the fabric. I'll be completely honest with you. And the content that I filmed in the shop has gone. Yeah, that content's gone. It's no longer with us. So a bit techie, just a little bit. But yeah, it's okay. I'll get the names for you guys soon. Yeah, I should have written it down on my notes on my phone. Anyway, I didn't. That time's gone. So that's that. Okay, cool. Now let me show you guys quickly my pattern. Stay there. My first pattern that I'm going to work with is going to be the shirt pattern, okay? So just quickly, guys, yeah, I had to go and do a mad thing to get this printed off, okay? Printing in A0 is not as easy as I thought it would be. Okay, I thought I could just go to a printing shop and they could just print it off for me. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, honey. Okay, A0 is actually rather big. Yeah, it's quite big. Yeah. So not every shop just has an A0 printer in their shop. And also it's not that cheap to print off as well. Like one of the shops were quoting me like nearly £30. And I just couldn't justify paying that. So I then found a shop in West End. I think the name of that shop is Colour Company. I'm looking at like a business card and I'm really hoping that that's the business card for it. But yeah, I think it's called the Colour Company in West End. which charged me, I think, just over £20. That was the cheapest, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And they were so quick as well. They were one of the only ones that would actually print on the day. A lot of them were saying, like, I had to wait 24 hours or 48 hours. Sorry, honey. I walked in and he wasn't doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Just quickly print it for me, please. Thank you. Anyway, so I got this pattern from Etsy, and I'm going to show you guys Etsy as well, and show you basically all the different patterns that's on Etsy, because Etsy is amazing for that. Like, really, really good. The seller that I bought from, they were doing a sale on like their patterns, so I was able to purchase 2 patterns for a really cheap price. But yeah, I'll go through all of that in a minute. But for those of you who are thinking, what the hell's a pattern? A pattern is basically the shapes that are needed for you to make whatever you want to make. Does that make sense? So for example, this is a pocket, and all of these lines are showing different sizes of that pocket basically. So I needed this pattern to be printed off in A0. Actually, I say that, you can print it off in A4, but then you're just going to have loads of papers that you then have to stick together to create your shape. One thing about me is I'm all about convenience, all right? And if it's not convenient for me, it's just not going to happen, okay? Not because I'm lazy, I just like a easy life. Or I might just be lazy. But yeah, so this is the pattern for this type of shirt. Now, this isn't exactly how I want my shirt to look, but basically what I'm going to do is use this as an example, and then I might just add a few centimeters or inches in order for me to make it oversized. You get it, don't you? You get it. So yeah, I've got, what's what? Okay, so the first one is to do with the body of the shirt and the pockets. Body of the shirt and the pockets. And then the second one is to do with like the collar and the sleeves. Yeah, the collar and the sleeves. So I then had to obviously get some tracing paper. Hold on. Which is here. This is also not that cheap either. This is actually not that cheap. I got 1 times 10 meters worth, and I believe this was like £11. I'm sure it was. That was in West End as well. So yeah, I've got this because what's going to happen now is I'm going to place the tracing paper over the pattern, and then I'm going to use my markers that I got today from Hobbycraft to basically draw that pattern out, and then I will then place this pattern on top of my fabric and cut around the shapes for the fabric. Then I basically sew it together. Now, for those of you who are like, Ashley, why couldn't you just cut up the pattern that I've printed and then place that on the fabric and then cut around that? I want to keep this intact just in case for future, okay? For future. I want to keep it intact, and I want my own pattern cuttings, basically. I hope you guys get that. I really do. So yeah, that's that. Okay. Right, now let me show you Etsy really quickly. Okay, so once you purchase on Etsy, you will then be able to download all of these different files for your pattern. So let's say, for example, this first one here is a sewing guide. So if I click download and then I open it over here, it then shows me all my instructions on all of my instructions on how to actually make the shirt, basically. So it talks about what you got to do before starting. It gives you some useful tips, which I felt was really good. It shows you basically what the front of the shirt is going to look like and what the back of the shirt is going to look like with all the measurements as well. And then it does basically a picture of the finished garment. You can then also download the actual pattern, but this will be an A4. So remember earlier I said to you guys, okay, this is the long one for me, because this is basically where it's going to print out in A4 sheets, and then you have to piece the papers together to actually create the shape. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. As you can see at the top here, it says there's 40 pieces of paper to print. Yeah, no. So this little section here is basically going to tell you how you piece it all together. So all pieces of paper are going to be numbered. So for example, you've got A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, and it's just telling you how to piece it together on the floor. And once it's pieced together, you stick it down together and then you cut it out. So these are all the pieces here that basically need sticking together. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm so sorry. I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. So the one that I actually used was this one. Let me shrink it so you guys can see the full thing. So this is one piece of paper here. This is going to show the body of the shirt. And in the second one, which is the collar and the sleeves. And that's it. 2 pieces of paper. Okay, yes, it did cost me just over £20, but it's fine. It's fine because I'm all about convenience. So yeah, Etsy, shout them out. So this was my shirt pattern. I've got 2 other patterns as well, but yeah, I'll just show you this one. Okay, so that's episode 1 done. I'm really excited for this. I really am. I really am. I feel like that this has been something that I should have started ages ago, but obviously life, and that's just how it goes, isn't it? Some things aren't gonna start just because you want them to start on your timing. God's timing always, and I feel like this is God's timing right now. So yeah, that's that. I'm also really enjoying filming on my iPhone as well. So I have an iPhone 16 Plus, which I'm filming on, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So does that mean I'm just gonna film on my iPhone from now? I don't know. I just like the look of it. Like, it doesn't give too polished, but it does give still a clear image for me. And I don't want it too polished. Like, I want it to be like showing you guys the start, and then, you know, the quality increases slowly but surely. I get to the end and I'm a well-known fashion designer. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of like where my mind's at right now, but we'll see. You don't know me. I'm so indecisive. I might change my mind. But yeah, that's episode 1 done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and yeah, like, come along with me on this journey. It's gonna be one hell of a journey. And see, one thing about me, yeah, I can get stressed quite easily when something that I know I've got passion for doesn't go the way it's supposed to go in my head. I can get a bit stressy and then like pull it off, and I don't want to do that anymore. So this is going to be a really big challenge for me, but I'm really excited. So yeah, that's episode 1 done. Please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and talk me through you lot's journeys, man. Are you lot trying to achieve anything? Do you want to come on this, like, I don't know, this journey with me and step into your dream job on a daily basis? Like, do you want to do that, or are you scared? Do you not have the confidence? Like, I don't know. Talk me through it. Like, what's going through lot's heads? Because I know there's so many people out there that have this dream job that they want to achieve, but sometimes you get comfortable where you're at. Sometimes you just don't have the confidence. Sometimes you just don't see it going the way you want it to go, so you stop yourself from doing it. And me personally, obviously I can speak from experience. I think a lot of mothers do that. I'm one of them. So yeah, I really hope you guys watch this and it encourages you, motivates you, inspires you, whatever you want to call it, for you to do your own thing. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hope you're looking forward to episode 2. Bye guys.